Equity does give the highest return over the long term amongst all asset classes, but who has defined the long term? How do we know what is the long term? Whether it is 1 year, whether it is 5 years, whether it is 10 years, etc. Now, risk, return, liquidity and tax efficiency. These are the four factors that any investor would look at, and the first two, which is the risk and the return, are the more the operating words. Risk and return are inversely related, and the more risk you take, the more return you would get. That's why a debt component in any investor's portfolio is an integral part of any investment's portfolio, in any investor's portfolio. Younger the investor, the more risk-taking ability, so obviously the equity part of his portfolio would be more as compared to debt. But as one advances in one's years, one cannot take the risk of the market not being conducive at a time when you might need the money. Even when you are younger, in your earlier years, you might require some money for your child's education, you might require some money for your child's marriage, and the problem with equity is that though it gives good return over a long term, when you require the money, the market might not be conducive and you might not have the resources at your disposal to meet your requirements. Which is why in any portfolio, however your risk-taking ability may be high, you require a debt portion or a fixed income portion. Here also, fixed income, there are a number of instruments available, and as Donald Trump has said, some of the best investments may be the ones that you don't make. So you need to be careful about what investments you make. And if you ask me, PPF, National Savings Certificates and RBI bonds are some of the best debt instruments that debt investments that you can make, that any investor can make.